Gun tunes, equal rights, hot tracks, but strictly for local consumption. Hi, I'm Anthony Miller sitting in for Ray Williams. Former UK-based record company rep believes the local music industry isn't serious about making money. In fact, she says it's a mess. Ex-A&R rep and booking agent in the UK paints a dismal picture of the music business in Jamaica.
How many artists here in Jamaica actually know what publishing is? How many of them have had their music endorsed internationally? How many of them are getting paid? How many of them are aware of percentages, royalties? You know, there's a huge gap in dancehall.
Cara Vickers puts that gap down to ignorance and poor management, and she doesn't mince words.
Most of these artists have great talent. Some of them have good teams, but they have crap managers. Their managers are known as damagers, and ultimately it's just causing the whole infrastructure of dancehall to make us look like we're unprofessional. And so from an A&R's perspective, there are artists all over the world, Nigeria, the States, who would love to work with dancehall artists, but don't know how to go about it. Let's just get it clear what a manager is. I mean, in the normal world of music, a manager is supposed to invest in the artist. The artist is supposed to be turned into a brand, into a product, right? And the manager is responsible for the artist. That is production, recording, imagery, marketing, endorsement, distribution, you name it, it's the manager's responsibility. All the artist needs to do is deliver.
Tough talking Cara relocated from the UK to Jamaica for family reasons, bringing experience as a talent scout for Sony, Universal and Atlantic.
This one, can you forward it? Because I like this. Can we go straight into the second verse?
She produces a current project involving rising singer Tamo J and Beanie Man, but also does visas and work permits and aims to offer management consultancy.
There's these managers out there that are just take, greed. They produce these artists and they don't even say to them, look, you know what? Apart from the money that you get from the shows, you're entitled to this. Here's this check. There's some producers that I know here in Jamaica that other producers worldwide have come. Here, $500,000 US for royalties. How many of us are here saying, you know what? Let's put out a record and it's going to sell in Africa, it's going to sell in Japan, it's going to sell in UK, and I've got someone that can collect my money. Where are they? But everyone's running around trying to get on all these shows, arguing who's cussing who on Instagram. It's nonsense.
Them coward like that, never yet get a charge.
Vickers also lays into lazy talent.
You're going to keep sitting down and bawling about it? Make a change. Read. The internet's out there. You understand what I'm saying? People don't have to come to me necessarily. If you're serious about your career, you're going to want to know how to do things. You're going to want to know where to go. And if you don't, then get a job in a retail establishment or something, because that means music's not for you. Because music is about two things. It's about passion and it is about business. But in Jamaica, the problem is we don't rate who needs to be rated. We rate who the streets rate. But that ain't gonna make you no money.
Case in point, Ishauna's Equal Rights, voiced over an Ed Sheeran beat, but because of copyright issues, a dead end for the Jamaican DJ.
It is a big problem here in Jamaica, and it's part of the reason why we are stagnant and blocked off of iTunes and off of Spotify, is because of copyright. I mean, I know artists who are living off of huge amounts of royalties, and I'm not sure they can afford to pay Ed Sheeran to ride on that rhythm, as you put it. How's it going to benefit her? It's only going to benefit Ishauna, and I speak this boldly because it's something that's bold, it's controversial, it's a taboo topic of Jamaica. It is like, it's going to cause people wagging their tongues, but for how long? What is it going to do for her as an artist? What is it going to do for her credibility in music? Can it sell? No.
If you were sort of taking Ishauna under your wing, what would you do?
Well, I wouldn't. I want to take an artist that I can sell. She's a beautiful girl, don't get me wrong. Do I believe that she can sell music? Well, yeah, if she's produced by the right producer and if she's marketed in the right direction. What I need Jamaica to understand is long gone the days where we could speak about profanities and slackness and ammunition and who's the best and who comes from what corner. It's all good in Jamaica. We can play it in the parties and enjoy it, but you can't make money off of it. If you give me a song talking about something that people in Australia and Germany cannot relate to, that means I can't sell it in those countries. And I'm all about money. It's all good being passionate. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer of God. I put God above all things. So there's some things that I can't indulge in, and some kind of music I'm not going to entertain. I'm a mum and I'm a woman. So there's certain things that I'm not going to entertain. But if it's working for that particular artist, then that's okay. But if it doesn't make money for me, then I'm not interested. There's certain artists, because of their content, they can't travel. You know, I do visa applications. There's lots of people who are declined visas every day. Why? It's more than your police record or your affiliation. You know, embassies, border control, they look at who you are. What kind of crowd are you going to bring? They look at the content of your music. They look at how commercial you are. People just need to be careful. They need to be mindful. Be careful of the pictures that you take. Be careful of the things that you say. When everyone's getting into this little cuss war, that's not music. It used to be part of the culture, but they need to know when to stop. Because guess what? It can affect you. And it has affected certain people. You know, there's too much politics and too much emotion in dancehall and not enough revenue. Let's make money. That's all I'm interested in, is getting the recognition for dancehall that we deserve. But we can't do that if we keep behaving like a set of lunatics.
So you're on a mission?
I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm A&Ring right now. I also want to deliver knowledge. You know, my office, Icons Consultants on Eastwood Park Road. Out of there, I do visas and permits. But as a creative consultant, I'm mobile. You know, you can call me, check me out on my socials, and we can sit down and have a chat. We'll talk about how we can get you making money, and talk about whether or not your manager's a manager or a damager. Son, play the Beanie Man, let them hear the Beanie Man and Tamo J.
Me just tell her, sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer. I like the way that you're feeling yourself when you feel it, girl, I feel it too.
Hey!
ER's conversation with music consultant and producer Cara Vickers continues next Friday.
You're sexy and confident.